started calling myself the people's champion just to piss people off.
Lake monsters are either the most likely to exist or the least likely to exist, based on their location and their description. For example, scientists have all but proven that Loch Ness is just too small of a lake to house, let alone hide, a plesiosaur. Alternatively, Lake Champlain's a big place. And where better to start our discussion on water cryptids than with Champ? Named after Lake Champlain, a lake so big that it borders Vermont, New York, and Canada. Unlike most places that don't seem to want anything to do with their local cryptid, both Port Henry, New York, and Burlington, Vermont seem to be competing over Champ, like the most whimsical divorce there ever was. Featuring multiple monuments, parades, holidays, and even minor league sports teams, neither town seems to be able to get an advantage in ownership over Champ. And that really gets at my jealousy because everybody wants this guy, which means I want him too. It's one of my toxic traits.
And I watched it turn its head and neck and look around. And even then, I'm not frightened.
They even have a romantic origin story for Champ, where he was a scorned suitor that pushed his beloved off of a cliff before jumping in after her, and forever being transformed into a giant plesiosaur for some reason. But this does get him some points in the romance department, I guess. Like, he's the only cryptid that really has a romantic origin. But let's be honest, if they said that Champ was a 10-year-old kid that got a genie's wish to turn into a lake monster, it would probably have the same grounding in reality. But the point remains, would I kiss him? You know I would. I don't know what it is about plesiosaurs, but I always feel like they're either going to be super nice or they're going to bite me in half. Even if you take his origin story as being a murderer for truth, I still think he has a nice little face, and I don't know, he seems nice. Maybe it's because of Mario 64 and like Dory and that, where I'm just like, you're my friend, and I can climb on your back, and we could do jumping puzzles together. I will give Champ a kiss on the lips.